Leonardo, with his lies, convinced his future father-in-law to give his daughter's hand in marriage to him, simply because he knew how to please others. Upon hearing that his father-in-law was a prominent lawyer, Leonardo instantly concocted a lawyer persona for himself. Unexpectedly, the school he made up happened to be the same one his father-in-law attended. As his lie was about to be exposed, Leonardo quickly thought on his feet and managed to divert his father-in-law's attention, yet his odd behavior still aroused suspicion.
Doctor, a lawyer, a Lutheran? So what are you, Frank?
The truth is that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm just a kid who's in love with your daughter.
No, you're a romantic. So go ahead, Frank.
What would I have to do to take the bar here in New Orleans?
But no one could have imagined that Leonardo would pass the bar exam in just 2 weeks, thus completely dispelling any doubts his father-in-law had, not only successfully integrating into the new family, but also seeing his career flourish as a result. However, on his wedding night, Agent Carl found him again. Upon discovering this, Leonardo rushed to the attic to pack his things, and in his panic, he confessed everything to his fiancée. She could never have imagined that her doctor and lawyer husband was actually only 17 years old, not to mention a fraudster. With no time to explain, Leonardo could only arrange to meet her at the airport in 3 days, to leave together. Although it was hard for his fiancée, she agreed. When Carl stormed into the room, Leonardo had already made his escape, but from Leonardo's fiancée, he learned of their plan to flee. 3 days later, Carl set a trap at the airport, waiting for Leonardo to fall into it. But the cautious Leonardo sensed something was amiss. He hadn't expected his girlfriend to betray him. Without time for sorrow, disheartened, he had to quickly find another way to leave. With nothing left to lose, Leonardo fully embraced his reckless side, posing as a pilot again to recruit flight attendants from a women's college, taking away 8 fair-skinned, beautiful women. Upon arriving at the airport, everyone's attention was captivated by the group of blonde beauties. By the time Carl realized he'd been fooled again, Leonardo had already fled. After this betrayal, Leonardo completely lost control. In 7 months, he used fake identities to travel the world, defrauding millions of dollars with forged checks. What he was doing now was no longer about fake checks. They were indistinguishable from real ones, even by banks. But through Carl's relentless efforts, they once again located Leonardo and pinpointed his whereabouts. On Christmas night, Carl found Leonardo alone.
It's 2 French police officers outside.
Carl, I gotta tell you,
They wanted to bring you in.
Who naturally didn't believe him. But Carl, with a serious face, insisted it was all true. Eventually, Leonardo gave in. But when he was handcuffed and taken outside, there were no police to be found.
It's really good, Carl.
Thus, Leonardo was extradited back to the United States. On the plane, he learned of his father's death, and in despair, he attempted to escape through the airplane toilet but was just wanting to see his mother one last time. Seeing his mother had started a new, happy family, Leonardo finally gave up running. Under the law, he was sentenced to 12 years, but Carl often visited him, even consulting him on forging techniques. Together, they solved many cases, and after his release, Leonardo was employed by the FBI as a security consultant, based on the true events adapted into a movie. The film ends.